Since a story explains my position perfectly, in the beginning of my first video, I want to share a story of a wise and philosopher man. There is someone in Middle Eastern culture called Nasruddin Hoxha who lived in the 12th century. Once a day, falling off the roof, Nasruddin Hoxha breaks his foot. His friends say, "Hoxha, we perfectly understand how you feel. Your foot must be hurting a lot." Hoxha retorts, "How could you ever get me somebody who has fallen off the roof? Then he would understand me." Hi there. I am the one who has fallen off the roof before in your suffering story about mental problems. I have suffered from panic attack, anxiety, and rarely obsessive compulsive disorder for almost 10 years. Now I am able to live a fulfilling life as if there is no mental disorder. Has it gone forever? No, it does not go anywhere. I learned how to live with my problems and enjoy my life. For a few years, I could not find the joy and happiness in my life that shows depression may also have been there in my story. In this free therapy video series, I will try my best to explain how to overcome your mental problems. Now, let me explain how my mental disorder started and took in place in my life. When I was 24, I learned that a friend of mine had cancer and his condition was very serious. I went to hospital with my friends to see him for the last time. During the way, we talked about how a good man he was, some stories that we lived with him, and what will happen to his wife and children after he dies. I felt really sorry for him. When we entered the hospital, something different that I had never lived before happened to me. My heart was racing, my vision was not clear, and I felt hot sensations on some body parts of me. I asked my friend to take me to emergency room urgently, so he did. Doctors examined me in detail and all they said it was due to my being excited, nothing more. Not believe because that was not the first time I felt excited. If it was excitement, why did not I leave those physical sensations before? I was looking for answers. Only explanation my mind made me was doctors were wrong. Yes, they must have been wrong because I felt terrible thing and they could not have found the reason. And the vicious circle started. Other hospitals and other doctors. They told me what the previous doctors said. I was absolutely healthy. Although it seems funny to me now, it was disappointing that doctors said I was healthy. After many tests and even brain scan, at last they told me that my problem was mental. There was nothing to do physically. I went to psychiatry and finally came out with a prescription in my hand. I did not feel relief even though I took medication for about 1 year. When the drugs didn't work, I tried many different ways and after many unsuccessful attempts, I saw that the knowledge and acceptance-oriented approach was good for me. As a disclaimer, yes, I am not a fan of medications, but I need to say that using medication or not completely is up to you and your doctor. It did not help me, but it may for you. I read many books and articles of people who are professionals or overcame their disorders about mental problems. Then I went one step further and started taking notes as if I studied a lesson. It became a hobby for me to research the mind and mental problems. And I noticed that the more I learn, the better I feel. It was a turning point in coming up with a method not just for me, but for many people seeking help with their mental problems. My method's name is Patience Method. If you follow my free therapy video series, you will hear this method so many times. My next 9 videos will explain Patience Method. I hope that once you learn and use this method so you will see that many things will be better. It is not impossible to live a satisfying life if you follow the right steps. My method is based on learning, accepting, and practicing. It's not hocus pocus, it's all about the focus. So, if you think you will recover in a few days, my method is not suitable for you. Patience method does not offer a shortcut to recovery. This method aims to be a lifelong remedy for your problems. You need to take your own responsibility of your life. Other people may help you, but at first you must help yourself. Listen what Rumi says. It's your road, yours alone. Others may walk it with you, but no one can walk it for you. You believed until now that your problems exist because of them. So you think that your problems exist because there is something wrong with your brain or body. You believed that if they disappeared, you would enjoy life. Listen to me now. I say you can enjoy your life with your problems. I am telling you you are not sick. And I am saying there is nothing wrong with your brain or your body. When you manage to believe this wholeheartedly, then everything will be so easy. But in order to achieve that believing, you need some help. I hope I will help you. There is one thing you need to answer. Do you have to fight with your mental disorder and its symptoms? People sometimes tell you, don't give up, stand up, fight your fears, change your thoughts, don't accept your emotions, you must be a tough guy to overcome your mental problems. I disagree then. Please answer me. Could you fight the climate? No. You can't change winter to summer. You accept the weather and wear your clothes which is suitable. Could you fight the day and night cycle? No. You sleep when it is night and you get up when it is morning. You know it very well that if you continue working night and sleep at noon, your body responds this type of working. This is the same thing you are living in your life. Can you stop the clouds moving above you? Last question. Can you swim in the sea, fighting the sea? You only sink if you do this. I can give many more examples, but it's enough for now. I am just trying to explain you that there are many things in life you can't fight, you can't control. You only accept them, then they won't bother you. Okay, patience method will help you how to not fight your problems, feelings, and thoughts. You may say, who could sit peacefully and enjoy a life with these so-called terrible sensations? Fighting is your natural defense, the only weapon you know. But harder you fight, the worse you become. Naturally fighting means more tension. Tension means more triggered hormones in your body to keep you alert. More hormones means more symptoms, and more symptoms let your feelings, especially your fear, to continue. This is the cycle that keeps you suffer from mental disorders. Let me repeat it again. Naturally fighting means more tension. Tension means more triggered hormones in your body to keep you alert. More hormones means more symptoms, and more symptoms let your feelings, especially your fear, to continue. This is the cycle that keeps you suffer from mental disorders. Okay. Patience method is designed to offer another way of overcoming your problems without fighting. I assure you that feelings don't convert to illness. They are only emotions based on your perceptions. A little worry is normal, but more worry is an illness. Little fear is an emotion, but more fear is an illness. Do you believe this? I don't. Emotions are always emotions, even though sometimes they seem more effective on you. They have effect on you since you assume them as illness. By using the patience method consistently, the brain begins to associate anxiety with using a coping strategy. Instead of anxiety being reinforced in the brain, the coping response, I mean patience, is reinforced and more likely to be used in the future. After using patience method, you will lose your fears about your sensations. As you lose fear and regain confidence, you will lose interest in your sensations. You will begin to forget your suffering for moments and then for hours at a time. After being a part of the community without feeling sad, afraid, or embarrassed, you will be yourself again. You won't need to find an excuse for your friends' invitations. However long and hard you may have suffered from mental problems, your body and mind is waiting to heal in the same way as a part of a person who has suffered only for a short term. Therefore, do not let your having long-term mental problems to discourage you. Once you understand patience method and practice it daily, your perceptions will change about your problems. Then your attitude will change, then you feel relief. I will cut it short now because I will explain it in detail in next videos. Before finishing my first video, I need to say that this video series about my method will be completely free. I will share everything that I learned during my suffering process for free. If you think my videos make you feel better and you want to do a favor for me, then you may use Patreon or YouTube Dream button in order to support me. Of course, this is all optional. Whether you do or not, I will continue sharing my experiences and knowledge. There will never be videos for only premium users. Wait for my next video which will explain patience method in detail and how to use it.